In this session, we are going to draw a line graph. I have downloaded Nifty 50's prices from 1st April 20 to 31st March 21. That is total 250 entries, because in Nifty Saturdays and Sundays are closed and all holidays are closed. We are going to take up this file in Python. We will use all our techniques of selecting the file. Then we will tell the system take up x-axis and y-axis, and then it will draw the graph. After that, we will find out the moving averages and also plot the moving averages of our choice. Say I want to draw 5 days moving average. So what will you do? You will just add 5 days, this 8253.8, 8083.8 and all. You will add, divide by 5. So you will get an average of these 5 numbers. Then leave the one number above and take another number down. So then you find the average again. Then you leave the next number above and take the next number down, the moving average. And you go on writing the moving averages down. This average is down, so this will become a 5 days moving average. We will plot this 5 days moving average, but we can take the choice. We want 5 days moving average, 10 days moving average, 20 days moving average. We will learn it today. I have already started Jupyter, and in the Jupyter, I have already started Python 3. See, this is an untitled file started in Jupyter. I will name it this file as line chart and moving average and moving average. I'll rename it. So now this has been renamed. Now, as usual, I will import pandas, because pandas will read our Excel file. I will import matplotlib. I will import other files like tkinter, so that I may read the file. I may select the file from the browser. Let me write down the importing files. So I have written import tkinter as tk, import pandas as pd, import seaborn as sns. We will not need this in this program. Seaborn is not required, but if we want to add something more, we can add. I am going to import matplotlib pyplot as plt. tkinter, from tkinter import file dialog, which will open our file, and tkinter import all other items which are required by the system, and tkinter import ttk. So I am just going to run it if there is any issue. So there is no problem. It has run all the files. Now I am going to write my next command how to read the file. So I have written win is equal to tk. This we are writing for the last so many videos. For the last video number 13, 14, 15. Win is tk. Win geometry is 700 into 500. We can make it 500 into 500 or whatever is there. FP is the array where the file name will be stored, file dialog dot ask open file name, and this window which we have created will be destroyed after 3 seconds, otherwise it will keep remain open. Then df is an array where the PD will read the file fp, so the file name has been saved there, it is read, and then columns df dot columns to list all the columns will be named, and then the columns will be counted, and m is the length of the columns. These are the usual commands which we have been doing from the video number 11. Run. File name is there. It is already now it will open it. It will ask us the file name. So we can select the file name. This is will say open. But now this file has been saved in df, and it is giving me the column names date and close, because we have given this calls, so it is telling me date and close. There are 2 columns. We can delete this. There is no need for this. We can delete it, and otherwise this print is also there, count and value, that is columns have been counted and they have been written here as 1 and 2, but our index starts from 0, so we'll have to be very careful in counting. Okay, so next commands, let us see what commands are there. Columns df columns to list, and then for count value in enumerate calls starting at 1, and print count and values. M is the length of columns. See what commands we have written it here. M is length columns, A is input your choice as X, and B is input your choice as Y. Now here there are only 2 columns. You can select date as x-axis and close as y-axis, but suppose in the file there are many columns, so you have the choice which one is going to be your x-axis and which one going to be your y-axis. So x is columns integer a minus 1, so this will be 1 because our index is actually starting with 0, so we'll have to tell the system we want -1 of a, that is a but -1. Similarly, y will be columns integer b minus 1, and plt plot, the database which we have created here, database x and dfy, so it will plot the x and y. Let us run it. Run. We have chosen the file 2020, and it will tell us choice, your x-axis choice is 1, then choice for y is 2, and then it will graph, it will draw the graph. It has drawn the graph. This graph is your starting from your this one this year, but it is showing the months 2020, and 2029, 2011 are the months which is plotting. Now I want a moving average. Say I want a moving average. So I will have to write down the commands for moving average. The first command I have written it here as P is equal to input. How many days moving average you want? Say you want 3 days moving average, 4 days moving average, 20 days moving average, 25 days moving average, 50 days moving average. See, these moving averages are used to smoothen the. There are so many ups and down, ups and down, ups and down, but the moving average will smoothen it and there will be a clear cut line. Now after that, this P, which has been put as a moving average, this will be used to create another column, which will create another column. So we have written another line here, R, this one, R database file y, the y which we have created, and it will be written here as dot rolling This window is integer p. This window is equal to integer p. So this is the command for moving average. Rolling window. Window, you will have to tell how many days, how many months, or whatever the moving averages you want, and it will be of the, that will be mean. So windows is equal to integer p. P, what we have written here when we entered the number. Windows is integer dot mean. Okay, but now want to write it here, this one. So we will write here that there should be another line, because this will not create, this will be create only line graph. plt plot dfxy dfy, but we will have to now plot this r. plt dot plot dfxr, and dfxr in the first command also, dfxr, because this second one will be written over the first one. First one will write the dfy, that is your line graph of y, and that this one will write the moving average of y on that plot. But we want that there should be some title. So what we are going to write it here as title, p plus days moving average. This should be. Let us run it, because this input A, your choice, B input Y, and P is the input of how many days moving average you want. Then X is actually your columns, integer A minus 1, Y is column integer B minus 1, R is equal to moving average command DFY, rolling window integer P. These should be taken as integer. So here is coming as string A, B, C. They are A, B. They are integer. So that's why we have written A, B, P are strings. We have written now it's printed as integer. It should be taken as integer. So print your choice is for X is X, Y X is Y, P is moving average. And then you can write down the title. Then you can write down the this. Let us run. Asking me which file I want. I say I want. Now it is asking me what is your x-axis choice for x. I will say 1. What is the choice for y-axis? I will say 2. Then how many days moving average I want? I'll say 10 days moving average. Okay, 10 days. So now this is showing me the title 10 days moving average, and this red color automatically it is coming as 10 days moving. Now let us say 50 days moving average. I will run it again. I will change this. I will check the file nifty 50 and I will say open. And then again it will ask me what is your choice as 1. Then your choice for y is 2. And then moving average, I want 50 days moving average. And it will say your choice is X is date, Y is close, and 50 days moving average. So 50 days moving average is coming. The first 50 days it will not show anything, but it is as 50 days moving. You can take 100 days moving average, you can take 5 days moving average, you can take 10 days moving average. Moving averages, they help you whether the market will come down or market will come up, and you can have a stop loss also by using them. Should we take another 5? Say I say run. Now let me take this test 2. Let us say the test 2. Say open. If there are only class and frequency, let us try. Will it show? Class is 1, frequency is 2. Will it show? Moving average is say 3. 3 days moving average. It has shown the graph. 3 days moving average class is there 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50. Yes, you can find it out. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we will learn scatter diagram. Please watch, practice. Without practice, just by listening will not work out. You will have to practice the command. I will write down the important new commands in the description box. New command is rolling window integer mean, and for line graph, it will be just plt.plot dfx and dfy. They are database X. Thank you.